Usually when we talk about military intelligence assessment, there's this expectation of clinical precision.
Right, yeah, like engineering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost like engineering. You ask an analyst a question about a physical threat, say, and the satellite shows a jagged little shape on a topographic map. The analyst just points at it and says, there's the objective.
It's a binary environment. I mean, it's tangible, right? It's quantifiable.
Yeah,
So a tank is a tank, a silo is a silo. We prefer things to be visible and easily categorized, especially in national security. I mean, ambiguity in that field can be fatal.
But then, you encounter a document that forces you to just completely step out of that clean, objective reality.
Oh, absolutely.
You step into this world of neurodevelopment and human consciousness and quantum mechanics, and suddenly that incredibly precise satellite camera is just fundamentally broken.
Right, the tools don't work anymore.
Yeah. We find ourselves looking at a diagnostic landscape that is, honestly, it's just murky. It's an environment where the standard rules of physical evidence just stop applying to what you're looking at.
It is the absolute definition of diagnostic money wonders. And yet, that is exactly where we find ourselves with the material we're analyzing today for this deep dive.
It really is.
This declassified Army Intelligence Report, it's titled Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. And it operates in that exact gray area.
Which is wild for a military document.
It is, but it's an incredibly rigorous analytical attempt by the military to actually explain altered states of consciousness.
Right.
And what makes it so compelling is that it doesn't rely on, mysticism or esoteric philosophy.
Yeah, it's not a New Age pamphlet.
Not at all. It tries to map out the transcendence of time and space using the strict, unforgiving language of theoretical physics and clinical neuroscience.
And that's the part that really hooked me. Because as a journalist, my instinct is to immediately write off phrases like out of body states or transcending time.
Yeah.
I just hear pseudoscience. But the author of this assessment approaches the human mind like a piece of biological hardware. Hardware that can be deliberately hacked.
Yes.
And before the report even touches the deeply strained quantum mechanics stuff, it grounds you. It looks at things we already kind of understand to set a physiological baseline.
Which is just standard operational procedure. I mean, if you are going to assess a radical, potentially revolutionary new process for altering consciousness,
which the gateway process claims to be.
Right. If you're going to assess that, you first have to establish what normal consciousness actually looks like.
Makes sense.
Furthermore, you have to compare this new method against existing, understood methods of altering consciousness. You have to map the standard deviations.
So to do that, the report gives us this fascinating crash course on the neuroanatomy of the human brain, specifically isolating functions of the two hemispheres.
Right, the left and the right.
And I found the characterization of the left hemisphere incredibly relatable. They basically describe the left brain as like the mind's bouncer.
The bouncer. That's a great way to put it.
It is strictly logical, verbal, and linear. Its entire biological purpose is stimulus screening.
Right, it filters things.
Exactly. It takes the infinite chaos of the world, categorizes it, assigns a recognizable meaning to it, and then decides if it's actually worth your active attention.
It acts as a cognitive firewall. It reduces reality into manageable, sequential pieces.
Yeah.
And then, actually in counterweight to that, you have the right hemisphere. The right brain is the holistic, non-critical, non-verbal component of our minds.
It's just taking everything in.
Right. It operates through pattern recognition and spatial awareness. Crucially, it doesn't question the validity of the information it receives. It simply absorbs it.
So whatever gets past the bouncer, it just believes.
Exactly. Whatever the left hemisphere's firewall allows past the perimeter, the right hemisphere accepts as absolute, unquestionable truth. And it immediately begins acting.